Aerospace now employs over 70,000 Oklahomans in high-paying jobs. Yet the industry faces a shortage of employees. There's a need for everything from engineers to mechanics, and that need will only get worse as baby boomers reach retirement, as our Brian Bindley shows us. That's why local schools are working overtime to help train and sometimes retrain our workforce to meet our growing aerospace demand.
All right, thanks to all of you for being here, for being a part of this.
Everyone was all smiles and handshakes as Gordon Cooper Technology Center broke ground on their new $1 million facility. Superintendent Marty Lewis.
We're going to be able to accommodate a waiting list that's had as many as 80 or 90 students on it. It will allow us to serve hopefully as many as 60 additional adult students in our 18-month adult program. It'll also allow us to serve our high school population more effectively.
State lawmakers approved the funding in 2006. This expansion will help keep employers like Tinker Air Force Base in the state. Representative Danny Morgan.
When I made that argument to the people who control the purse strings is, if you want to lose Tinker, don't supply them with a workforce.
There are almost 200 openings at Tinker Air Force Base today in this particular area of airframe and power plant. And this expansion will be able to help fill a lot of those needs, because if we can't supply that workforce, they will go somewhere where they can.
Currently, 95% of all students who graduate from Gordon Cooper's aviation program go on to work full-time at Tinker, making over $30,000 a year.
Be 19, start out making more than the average people where I live around, and so that's going to be nice.
Jason Mui just graduated high school and is finishing his degree at Gordon Cooper.
I'm in the last 6 months of my training. I start Tinker April 16th, and I'll go to here all day, and then I'll be at Tinker at 4:30 till 11:30. And so that's 6 months of part-time, and I'll graduate from this school in August, and then I'll go full-time at Tinker.
Something instructor Mitch Deaton says gives an edge to students who aren't interested in going to college.
They actually come through, they interview our students, and if they're accepted, the students, they basically coming out of high school with a career.
Even though this new expansion will mean more students, he says they can still expect one-on-one, hands-on training.
I've got to oversee everything that goes on, because the smallest details, it's not like a vehicle to where if something breaks down, you can just pull over on the side of the road. People's lives are at stake here.
And the aviation industry is not only helping those students at Gordon Cooper, but it is also here at the Canadian Valley Technology Center that courses are offered 24 hours a day.
By doing this, we've been able to help as many Dayton Tire people as we can. We have a class capacity of 18 students per class in the second and third shift classes. And so presently we're helping about 36 students.
Instructor Marty Engel says even though they are trying to meet the demand of both workers and industry, it doesn't mean any corners have been cut when teaching the class.
The biggest thing for anybody is just the sheer amount of time that it takes. We're in class from 8 o'clock in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon with about an hour lunch. So it's a pretty intensive time.
The program is an 18-month-long course and logs over 1,900 class hours, with one goal of getting the students trained and back out into the workforce. Something student and ex-Dayton employee Rick Carlile can appreciate.
Just snug them down with the regular wrench.
It is putting a burden, going from making a really good job, well-paying job, to go to unemployment and not working. It's been financially very difficult.
And with the plant closing, it gave Carlile the opportunity to pursue a field he had already considered.
I had been through one plant closure and had the opportunity to do this and didn't do it at the time because I was able to get in the hiring pool at Dayton Tire. And I decided I wasn't going to let the opportunity pass me by again.
An opportunity fellow worker Craig Glover jumped on as well.
There are jobs out there right now, especially in aviation, where as in manufacturing, state of Oklahoma has taken a big hit in the area. And that was the key, is finding something once we got laid off that you could have, that you could always fall back on, not necessarily fall into the same position you was do a plant closure or something like that.
But most importantly for Glover, it was finding a good-paying job in the state of Oklahoma.
I have a family, and I didn't really want to leave Oklahoma. It's kind of hard the older you get to just move your family around, especially if you haven't done it.
Making aviation a demanding career, keeping Oklahomans employed and in the state.
To learn more about jobs in aviation, head to our website at okhorizon.com and click on Value Added.